Sergey Lavrov, Biography, Personality, and Psychological Profile. Sergey Viktorovich Lavrov was born on March 21, 1950, in Moscow, during the Soviet Union's post-war ascendancy. Raised in a household steeped in diplomacy, his father, Viktor Lavrov, was a respected Soviet international lawyer. He was introduced early to the world of foreign affairs. The culture of duty, discipline, and intellectual rigor that surrounded him from childhood left a lasting impression, shaping a man for whom honor, loyalty, and precision would become lifelong hallmarks. He pursued his studies at the prestigious Moscow State Institute of International Relations, MGIMO, graduating in 1972. The institution, often described as the elite cradle of Soviet diplomacy, refined his natural talents and immersed him in the language, traditions, and logic of global statecraft. From the outset, Lavrov was not one of electoral ambition or public grandstanding. He was, and remains, a consummate career diplomat, one whose professional trajectory was defined not by rhetoric, but by competence and results. His early postings, notably at the United Nations in New York, provided invaluable exposure to multilateral diplomacy. These formative years sharpened his strategic instincts and confirmed his reputation as a patient, deliberate, and unflappable negotiator. As the Soviet Union collapsed, Lavrov navigated the ensuing geopolitical upheaval with calm authority, helping to reestablish Russia's role in the reconfigured global order. His appointment as foreign minister in 2004 marked the beginning of one of the most enduring diplomatic tenures of the modern era, earning him recognition even among critics as one of the most experienced foreign ministers in the world today. Lavrov's personality is marked by a calculated and strategic disposition. He speaks with formal precision and rhetorical subtlety, favoring implication over provocation. Rarely emotional or reactive, he is known for his steely self-control, often projecting calm even in the face of intense geopolitical tension. His decades at the front lines of diplomacy have instilled in him not only realism, but also a profound understanding of the balance of power. He does not bluster, and he does not bluff lightly. His word carries weight not because it is flamboyant, but because it is measured, and more importantly, consistent. Observers often remark on the sense of integrity that Lavrov radiates. Despite representing a state often at odds with the West, he is seen, even by some adversaries, as a man of honor and principle. There is a deep-rooted sense that he is not driven by vanity or personal ambition, but by a duty to uphold the interests of the Russian state as he sees them. In a world increasingly dominated by opportunism and spectacle, Lavrov stands apart as someone who can be trusted to mean what he says and to follow through with quiet resolve. His diplomatic conduct evokes an older model of statesmanship, one grounded in responsibility, intellectual discipline, and a code of honor. At 75 years old in 2025, Lavrov remains remarkably vigorous and sharp. This enduring vitality is no accident. Though intensely private, his public comportment suggests a life of moderation and discipline. The same emotional control he displays at the negotiating table likely extends to his personal habits, perhaps in his diet, exercise, sleep, or stress management. Unlike many public figures, Lavrov avoids flamboyance or personal spectacle, opting instead for a professional reserve that shields him from burnout and maintains his stamina for the long diplomatic game. Ultimately, Sergey Lavrov is the embodiment of the high diplomat's archetype: intelligent, composed, principled, and deeply committed to the craft of diplomacy. Whether admired or opposed, he commands respect not merely for his strategic mind, but for the integrity and consistency with which he has served. In an era of volatile politics and performative leadership, Lavrov endures as a rare constant, a quiet force of honor in the unforgiving arena of international relations. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again, its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way, for others wandering through despair, to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.